On the farm's kitchen table for the 28th day of May, 2024. My name's Larry Marble. Neighbor, let's get this thing started. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite. It's Memorial Day, Monday evening, but we're going to have a sheep and goat sale on a Tuesday. Sean, what's it looking like from tonight's vantage point?
I should think we'll get somewhere around that 3,500, something like that, Larry. We've got some better bunches. We've got some of those yearling-type billies coming for that holiday, and some of those buck lambs will be there tomorrow for that holiday. And then, there's some better bunches of Angora muttons that are there, some good kids, and the quality looks good. It's shaping up to be a pretty good sale going into Tuesday.
Good.
So see how they roll in the morning.
Are you aware of any cattle coming Wednesday yet?
Yes, sir. We've got a few bunches of cattle coming. We've got, there's 80-something off of one deal and 50 off another, and some 30s and 40s. So shaping up to be a pretty good sale. What we know of already coming for Wednesday. Sure think we'll get somewhere around that 1,000. That'd be better. See how they roll in this week.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a quick look at our commodities. July corn, $4.70 even money, up 5 1/4. July beans, $12.50 and a half, up 2 1/2. July bean meal, $3.88.50 by the ton, up $2. Your July Kansas City hard red winter wheat, $7.41 1/4. Neighbor, it's up 20. Your July number 2 cotton, up 20 at $80.72. August live cattle begins its day, $181.12, up a nickel. August feeder cattle, $260.22, down $1.22. July lean hogs down 25 at $97.22. Your June U.S. dollar down 183 points at 104.45. July number 2 cotton up 23 at 80.75. And finally, July West Texas Intermediate crude up 98 at 78.70. Neighbor, there's your commodities of ag interest. We're on the line with Henry Pickett. Henry, I know you got some good consignments coming.
Yeah, right now we got a little over 400 tonight. Total cattle with about 75 or 80 cows. We've got 50 head of really nice Charolais calves off of one ranch. We've got 21 ultra black Brangus type 2 and 3 year old cows with 11 calves on the ground. We're going to preg the rest of them and see how far along they are. And then we've got several other odds and end deals. We've got another set of 15 that have been weaned a long time. So even with the heat, it's got up to about 105 here in Abilene today, but it looks like we're going to have a pretty good start to a sale for tomorrow.
Henry, tell everybody right quick how to get a hold of you.
Here at the barn, we can be reached at 325-673-7865, or my cell number is 940-733-8208.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meats. Friday's slaughter was estimated at 117,000 head, 15,000 head more than a week ago and steady with a year ago. Saturday's slaughter was projected at 4,000 head. The weekly total, 607,000, 9,000 head more than the previous week, 18,000 head than a year ago. Box beef prices higher. Choice up 61 at $310.45. The select up 164 at $301.72. Movement of 107 loads. We'll call it 74 1/4 of choice, 13 3/4 of select, almost 8 loads of trim, and 11 1/2 loads of ground beef. We're on the line with Benny Cox. Benny, you said it's toasty. I don't guess that's going to affect sheep and goat numbers, is it?
It hadn't from the negative side. We got a lot of about 330. We had right at 6,700. So it's about a 99% chance it'll have to be a 2-day,
right?
Unless they just completely shut off, and I don't see that happening. So yeah, it's going to be another big week. Lots of livestock.
Lots of livestock. Anything changed on number of sheep and goats versus last week, or number of goats and sheep versus last week?
Nah, I didn't see hardly any wool sheep out there. We've been having some the last 4 or 5 weeks in a row, but mostly the same mix, lots of hair sheep, lambs, and some goats.
Good. And I guess the ethnic buyers control the market, but they've got a holiday coming up, so we ought to have plenty of action, right?
Yeah, it's on the 17th of June, and so they'll buy, up to the week before. Don't know how active they'll be. Depend if these numbers stay big, that week before may not have much of a bearing, and especially if it's a real big week. But
right.
They've already started putting things together. A lot of the intact male issues are kind of that's what they kind of look for.
Right.
Bigger lamb, they like for them to have 2 teeth, but most people don't wait that long. But
right.
the yearling billies, kind of the bigger ones that are, let's just say kind of in the 70s on up to the 90s. Those have jumped up pretty big. A mature ram, hair sheep ram that brings 90 to 110 through the year. Most of the time, a lot of those selling up there well over $1.50 a pound. And they're just used up bucks that they're going to go to, for consumption somewhere.
Right. Now, cattle sale come Thursday. Any news on it?
Nah, I think we'll be shy this week. Now, Thursday week, which will be the 6th, we've got 162 cows consigned by a guy. They're mostly first calf heifers up to 4-year-old cows. A lot of them are pairs. There'll be some breds in there. Most of the breds would have been exposed since March 1. But there'll be an excellent set of cattle, mostly black and black ballers. There's one group of Herefords in there. They're coming from West Texas because of dry weather conditions. This man's already sold two big groups of younger cows, and he's just going on for. I'm sure he doesn't want to do it, but he's running out of feed, I guess. So he doesn't wait till the last minute. The cattle are nice, and they'll be in relatively good shape. I hadn't seen them, but all of them that he sold so far have been.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
They can call me on my mobile. It's 325-234-4277. Office is the same area code, 653-3371. Or they can always look at the web, which is producersandcargyle.com.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Talk to you tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-624-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how was our Monday sale?
Well, we did good today, Larry, for a holiday sale. Had most all our buyers are here and had a few extras that came in from other sales that were closed. So we had a really good market today. Ended up with 1,342 head. Did have a few pairs that brought from 1,250 up to 2,400. The bred cows had a pretty good string of those, 1,150 up to 2,250. Packer cows and bulls had steady money from last week, 138 to 146 on your high-yielding cows, 128 to 140 on your breakers, 108 to 126 on your canners. High-yielding Packer bulls, 158 to 164. Low to medium-yielding bulls, 132 to 158. The 2 to 3 weight choice steers, 374 to 418. Heifer mates, 356 to 404. 3 to 4 weight choice steers, 362 to 406. The heifer mates, 314 to 362. 4 to 5 weight choice steers, 316 to 372. Heifer mates, 268 to 314. 5 to 6 weight choice steers, 264 to 308. Heifer mates, 234 to 268. 6 to 7 weight choice steers, 262 to 284. Heifer mates, 230 to 254. 7 to 8 weight choice steers, 228 to 248, and their heifer mates, 216 to 232. So real pleased with the market today. It continues to be steady and probably a little higher in spots. So we just need some rain down here. Maybe we'll get that this week.
We hope so. Tell everybody how to contact you, Riley Rhodes.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web.
We appreciate it, Riley. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, sir.
Neighbor got a note from Bud Box, and he wants to remind you about Lute's Auction Service. Big sale coming up June the 8th. They're off of Highway 90 in D'Hanis. Of special interest at this auction, there'll be 168 pieces of 39-inch galvanized R panel. Here is 25 foot of white R panel unused. How about a John Deere 4020, a New Holland L185 skid steer? Here is a New Holland Roll Belt 460 round baler, or a Wiley 1,250-gallon nurse tank. Here's a Land Pride 8-foot shredder, or a International Harvester 5600 3-point chisel. Neighbor, there'll be tractors, squeeze chutes, grain carts, ATVs, UTVs, RTVs, and travel trailers. And here's a Wells Cargo 24-foot cargo trailer and a Jensen pump jack. More equipment that you can shake a stick at. They'll be selling all day there at the June the 8th equipment auction, Highway 90 in D'Hanis. For more information, call Dwayne at 830-931-4312, or internet bidding is now available at equipmentfacts.com. That's Lutz Auction Service, D'Hanis, Texas. Big sale on the 8th. Y'all be there. We're on the line with Rodney Butler sitting in his recliner, and he just so happens to have the report in his pocket. Rodney, how did the sale go in Beeville Friday?
Oh, we had a good sale Friday. I thought the calf market was a little stronger, and cow market was stronger. So I guess throughout the whole sale was a good sale, sir.
Walk the pins with us, Rodney.
All right, we had 668 head of cattle, 1 horse, and 24 sheep and goats. And that whole market was active. The 200 to 300 pound steers were 325 to 440. Heifers 279 to 355. Your 300 to 400 pound steers were 334, 380. Heifers 287 to 355. Your 400 to 500 pound steers were 278 to 365. Heifers 255 to 320. 500 to 600 pound steers were 256 to 287. Heifers 234 to 278. 600 to 700 pound steers 239 to 265. Heifers 214 to 236. And your 700 to 800 pound steers were 210 to 237. And heifers were 206 to 216. Packer cows were sure enough strong. They brought anywhere from 75 to $1.43. So Packer bulls brought from 116 to $1.61. Young stocker cows, we had quite a few of them in my cow market. Bringing them to town, they brought 110 to 148. Bred cows brought 13 to 2050, and our pairs we had Friday was 15 and a quarter to 2750, sir.
How do you think the sale will shape up for this Friday?
Well, being that it's still hot and getting hotter, I'm sure we're going to have a pretty good run. I know of a few cattle coming. I know of some light calves coming this week and a few other calves coming this week. I don't know of any cows this week, but I do know a few bunches of calves coming. So we ought to have a good sale again this next Friday, sir.
At Beeville Livestock, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Rodney Butler.
Yeah, if I can help market your cattle for a fair price, call me at 361-358-1727 or reach me on my mobile, 645-5002.
All right, we'll talk to you at week's end and see how it's shaping up. Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you. Talk to you Thursday.
Bye-bye.
1874. Barbed wire was patented and ranching was forever changed. Now, 150 years later, ranchers continue to tackle tough challenges with new innovations, like RangeView from EnView. By providing a data-driven view of the land, RangeView helps you get the most out of your grazing management, rangeland health, and herbicide treatment decisions. See how the latest innovation in ranching can help you at tryrangeview.com. RangeView is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler, Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. Jim, how's the sale shaping up?
We got a little over 260 in so far. 25, 30 cows. Looks like we're palpating about half those in the morning. 3 or 4 pairs. A couple of nice pairs need to go back to the pasture. I do have 81 Brayford steers. Well, they're not steers, they're bulls. They weigh 450 to probably 550, 575.
All
We're
right.
going to run them in little deals tomorrow. Small chance of rain here, but I don't think it's going to amount to much. Hopefully around 3 to 350 by sale time tomorrow.
Jim Wheeler, Atascosa Livestock, sells them there every Tuesday. Jim, tell everybody how to contact you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite. What happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year, the rancher would spray us with herbicide, and we'd take a nice, long nap. But we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with RangeView to target his application, and now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed
Control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and RangeView stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed Mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We are on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, how is the sheep and goat sale day shaping up Monday evening?
Got about 200 head on the yard this evening, Larry. Got a few guys out, going to get some more in the morning, so probably around that 500 to 600 head range like we've been seeing, and kind of hoping that market stays steady with last week and kind of finds a hold there, but kind of that heat of summer market, but we're still getting along all right.
Good. Cattle-wise, come Thursday, anything new?
Got a few guys out working, got a few head on the yard here, so I think we'll have a good run at 500 head range, and that market looks like it ought to be good like it has been, so if somebody needs to sell a few, it ought to be a good time to do it.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Klein Spear.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621. My cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, here's a shotgun look at the grains. Corpus Milo, 1006. Yellow corn to Corpus, 494 3/4. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 756 1/4. And Placido and Houston beans, 1129 1/2. Texas cotton, 171 bales, 7052 to 7402. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. Good day.